All opinions are those of the participants making them and are not an endorsement of any position, program, religion, or political affiliation. DFG's Corner is for information, observations, and entertainment. I ask that you like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Ships Break Down, podcast short script. Welcome back to the heart of the matter. Today, we're diving into the reasons why relationships, romantic or familial, sometimes break down. Trust issues like dishonesty or broken promises can be hard to move past. Then there are differences in life goals and values. If two people are headed in different directions, it's tough to stay close. Let's start with romantic relationships. Communication issues top the list. When partners stop talking openly or stop listening, misunderstandings grow, and resentment takes root. Unresolved conflicts, when swept under the rug instead of addressed, often come back even stronger. Plus, external stress work, finances, family drama can spill over into a relationship, adding even more strain. And when appreciation fades and partners feel taken for granted, the bond weakens. Financial disagreements can also create lasting friction. Mental health issues and substance abuse affect family dynamics in significant ways. Unresolved past trauma or conflicts, divorce, big moves, and even outside influences like friends can all play a role. Don't forget intimacy either. Emotional or physical distance can make partners feel disconnected. A lack of honest dialogue or poor listening skills can feed misunderstandings and resentment. Abuse or neglect, in any form, is deeply damaging and can lead to long-term trauma. Trust can also break down, especially after infidelity, dishonesty, or secrecy. Now, let's talk about family relationships. Here too, communication is key. Clashing values, whether about religion, politics, or lifestyle, can drive a wedge between family members. Then there's money arguments about finances or perceptions of unfairness can cause real tension. Finally, a decline in emotional or physical intimacy can create distance. And factors like overworking or prejudice can deepen divides. The causes of broken relationships are often intertwined and complex, but by recognizing these patterns and addressing them head on, there's hope for healing and reconnection. That's all for today's segment of the Heart of the Matter. Thanks for listening.
Okay. That seemed to have worked. So what do you guys think, Miss Summer, hearing that, does that make any sense the way it came out?
Hey, everybody. Yes, so that makes perfect sense. Communication is the key. And there also has to be the willingness to communicate. So if you're both on the same page, it makes things a lot easier. I think that's why my husband and I have been together as long as we have, because we've always had common goals, and we've always took time to just kind of sit and talk things out and just kind of, see where each other's heads are a lot with certain things. So communication is definitely the key.
And with that, and like I said, congratulations. If you didn't know, last week Miss Summer and her husband Rome closed on a house. Um, that was a good thing, and they, especially in today's climate, and that's a part of relationships. Now, Miss Dream, do you have an example of a family member of yours where people in your family didn't get along?
I mean, I feel like every family has family members that don't get along. I'm trying to, I can't think of, do we have any family members that don't get along?
Yes, we do.
Who is it, Amari?
Denari and Auntie Nisha.
Oh, yes, my daughter and her aunt. I forgot. Yes.
So what was the genesis of that, and
that's the
Uh,
problem.
and are they trying to fix it?
I don't know the genesis of it per se.
No, what happened?
Yeah, I don't really know what happened. So that's the issue. I know she was staying with her, and then all of a sudden I knew they weren't getting along. So I don't know like what precipitated or what the genesis is. And knowing my personality, because I tend to stay away from drama, I don't like definitely I'd rather not, yeah, engage.
And what does not engagement look like?
Not engaging means like that's why I don't know what's going on. I don't pretty much ask questions.
What's going on around her because she doesn't want to be involved.
Oh, there's the Marty just said it.
So, could you say that again? I couldn't hear.
She acts clueless to what's going on around her because she just acts like she doesn't want to get involved.
So
No,
it's like she's covering her eyes and ears.
Yes, basically.
Is that an effective way to navigate a situation?
No, are you asking me?
Yes.
Well, I mean, Dream must think it is, but I don't know it is.
So if you were in that situation, how would you handle it?
Well, me, I like to, I'm a little nosy, so I like to know what's going on. So me personally, but I'm also like a diffuser, so I would want to like diffuse the situation. But like, then again, those are the two in the same people, so they don't get along because they're just alike. So I mind my business about that one, but I know like what happened. So,
Also, let me get a quick thank you. Thank thank you, baby bear.
yeah, sorry, that
Um,
parents got to go.
thank you, baby bear. Let me do a quick reset. As I said, I'm DFG, hosting DFG's Corner, where we come for chat and stay for the family call. I'm also on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Rumble Live, TikTok Live, and IG Live. You can check my link tree in any of my profiles to find all my socials. I want to thank everybody who's on. I just saw Bean popped in. That's one of my co-hosts or anything, and also I have some for my Thursday show that I'm a part of, Upscale Vibes Worldwide. I got the one and only Dr. Fabulous, and
Hello, hello, hello.
and I also have Madam D, the sexologist.
Hey.
So,
Hey, everybody. I'm sorry. I popped on late. I'm running late. I'm still at work, but I'm here.
all right, thanks, Bean. Um, Big Al, like I said, we talked about that. We talked about something like this last week. How do you think that the rift of our mutual friend, how you think that rift can be mended?
Well, the tragic part of that is our ideological differences. He's a diehard Republican, and I'm a diehard Democrat. And when you get to the point where you disregard and disrespect another person's perspective, then it's really hard to resolve that. To ask me, knowing my feelings about the Orange Man, to write a letter to him on your behalf, uh, that wasn't going to happen. And then to add salt to the wound, he mentioned a couple of white guys who are diehard Republicans who were going to do it. And I said, well, if you got your white friends to do it, then why do you need me? I mean, there's nothing I could say to Donald Trump that's going to get your record expunged. So I just think the deep uh, political differences, and I'm not going to change my view, and he's not going to change his view. I don't see that issue ever being resolved.
I got you. I got you. So, anybody else? How about you, Dr. Fabulous? Do you have a family member, friend, or ex that y'all just fell out and stopped communicating? And just, if you did, how did y'all get back together? And if you did, how did that turn out?
Now, are we talking about fell out because of Donald Trump or just
No,
fell
no,
out
no.
in
That was
general?
just that was Big Al's personal. That was Big Al's personal antidote. We're just talking in general.
Oh no, because I won't say we fell out, but it's a strain on our relationship. This is my baby sister, and she is a die-hard Donald Trump, or whatever you call him, um, supporter. And it's like I would go to her home and I love her. And she could tell me, especially when
On the behalf of myself, DFG, Chocolate Pearl, Apple, and Bean, we want to thank you for watching our show. Please come back, like, share, and subscribe. Peace.